You've been feeding birds for months, maybe even years. They come every morning. They land on the feeder. They eat peacefully. And then something always happens. The moment you step outside, everything changes. Within seconds, they fly away. Not because they are unfamiliar with you, but because in their mind, something about your presence still feels uncertain. Most people assume this is just normal bird behavior, that birds are naturally scared of humans. But that explanation is incomplete. Because in reality, birds are not simply reacting to humans. They are reacting to patterns, to predictability, and to subtle signals that most people never even notice. Today, you're going to understand something deeper. 7 everyday human behaviors that can quietly reset bird trust. Every single day. Even if you've been feeding them for years. And once you understand this, you will never look at backyard birds the same way again. Let's begin. In nature, movement matters just as much as appearance. Predators rarely move randomly. They often move directly and deliberately toward their target. Birds are extremely sensitive to this pattern. So when a human walks straight toward a feeder, even if the intention is harmless, the movement itself can trigger a survival response. It is not about distance alone. It is about direction. A straight-line approach is often interpreted as focused intent, and focused intent in nature is dangerous. This is why birds may tolerate your presence from far away, but disappear the moment you move directly toward them. Even small changes in your walking path can completely change their response. Birds are highly skilled pattern learners. They observe repetition. They remember timing. They build expectations. If food appears at the same time every day, they begin to relax. But when timing changes frequently, their prediction system breaks. And when prediction breaks, caution increases. Because in nature, unpredictability often means danger. A feeder that appears sometimes in the morning, sometimes in the afternoon, and sometimes not at all, does not create trust. It creates uncertainty, and uncertainty keeps birds alert. Birds live in a world built on sound awareness. They detect danger through audio long before visual contact. A sudden door slam, a loud voice, a chair scraping the ground. These are not just background noises to birds. They are survival signals. Even if nothing dangerous follows the sound, the nervous system still reacts first, and recovery is not instant. In many cases, birds remain cautious long after the noise has stopped. This is why a quiet environment often results in longer feeding visits. Not because birds are calmer, but because their alarm system is not being constantly triggered. Birds rely heavily on spatial memory. They remember safe zones. They remember feeding spots. They remember surrounding objects. Thank you for watching.